Good morning, Akron, Ohio. This is Hank Forrester coming to you live from an undisclosed location in downtown Akron. We'll be able to identify sitting behind us. That's always the joke. Welcome back to Akron's hottest and fastest growing show. I'm your host, Hank Forrester, coming to you live. We've got a very unique topic this morning. So thanks for joining us. And as you, well, Rome, hi.
How you doing?
Good. Rome, Akron, Rome. Okay. So Rome reached out to me about 2 or 3 weeks ago after he saw the interview that I did with Reggie. If you remember, we had Reggie on the, we sat in a park just like this, and me and Reggie got a chance to discuss gun violence in Akron, Ohio. Well, right after that show aired, after that interview aired, Rome reached out to me and he wanted to see if I could get a chance to talk to him. All right. So you are 1 month removed right now.
Yes.
From a shooting. Okay, so tell us your story, Rome.
Well, me and my friend Marquise Perry, we were involved in a shooting, over 46 shots, and I'm just trying to, talk to you guys today to stop the gun violence in the city. I lost Marquise in it. His kids lost him, his family. So I'm really trying to make a difference with this, stop the gun violence, cut it down as much as I can.
Now, you do have a New York Yankees hat on. I will allow that on the program today, all right? But I approve the NWA jacket, too. We all grew up with that. All right, so just so everyone's clear, this case is ongoing.
Yes.
And have there been any arrests made?
Nah.
Okay. And you were shot, you said, multiple times?
I was shot 4 times, yeah.
Okay. And they have identified the gun as an AR-15?
Yes.
Okay. And you said, what kind of, like right after? So first of all, you said you guys are just sitting there eating.
Yeah, we was just chilling in his car, and then next thing you start hearing multiple gunshots. Me personally, I didn't know they were even shooting at us until I happened to get hit. Then I had to crawl out the car and protect myself, but it was very unexpected. I don't know what caused it, but I'm trying to fix the issue, cut down the gun violence out here. It's not cool whatsoever. And
you're saying you just live a normal life, and you're thinking that the police are saying that they think it was mistaken identity.
Yeah, that's one of the words on the street.
Now, when something like this happens, how has the community been in regards to neighbors? Did anybody see anything? Have there been witnesses? Anything along those lines?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. There wasn't any witnesses. It was 12:30 at night, so
okay.
There was no one outside.
Okay. What was your? So as soon as it happens, okay, at that point, I'm assuming does an ambulance arrive and police and all that?
Yeah. They came about 5 minutes after everything happened.
Okay, so relatively quick response, and then you got transported to the hospital.
Yeah, thank God they came that fast. I was about to bleed out.
Okay.
And I didn't know I lost my friend until after I was already at the hospital.
Okay.
So I'm dealing with that little PTSD. I'm healing up physically, but mentally I'm still messed up.
When I see you run a blog, I've seen your posts occasionally, and you do say that one of the things you're struggling with a lot of different things in terms of survivor guilt. You're also dealing with you're jumpy right now, like you don't feel safe right now, right?
Yeah. Me personally, since I know I didn't have any type of beef or anything out here, me or Marquise. I mean, I feel safe. I don't feel like no one looking for me or nothing like that. So.
Okay.
It's just still an odd situation.
Well, I mean, you got shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It happened out of nowhere. So.
And so how long were you in the hospital for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And now you're trying to get back on your feet. Hopefully it'll be, you said you may be cleared to go back to work.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be soon, within the next week.
Okay. All right. So, given the platform, what are some of the things you'd like to say to Akron?
I'd like to say, if you guys got a problem with someone, instead of using guns, try to talk it out. Y'all could go old school and fight it out, but all that shooting is unnecessary. Like losing Marquise, he's a good dad. Just a great person, period. So that really opened my eyes about everything. So
Okay.
I think everyone should think twice before they use a gun.
There's going to be a lot of opportunities here in the city of Akron in the very near future to be more active in that kind of a community in terms of talking to kids. Right? Reggie's really working on that right now. I just attended the On the Table discussion this past week, and a lot of these issues came up. And it's interesting because I know this doesn't compare, but snowplow. You know, we had that issue last year where everybody kind of got hemmed in, and there were a lot of criticisms, a lot of complaints, a lot of things that were brought up that needed to be addressed.
Right.
They did that, and now the city of Akron has responded. Just yesterday, I went and I released. The mayor came out and he released a brand new plan as to how snowplow is going to be handled this year. Okay, so the point is, there was an issue, it was addressed, and things have been changed, and hopefully that makes the change. Okay, so now we know that gun violence, and I've dealt with homeless situation this week as well. Okay, so we know that there's these issues in Akron. So now the question is, how do we effectively get people more involved? And one of the complaints that I heard was that there are programs right now that exist in the city of Akron, but you can't force people to go to them, as far as kids, as far as families.
I mean, me personally, I was gonna go to some schools in the near future and talk to the students about my story and try to, open their eyes before it's too late.
Right, and that's the thing. I mean, a lot of this is that early education and getting that mindset fixed with our youth, and I'm saying basically under 20 years old, right?
Right.
And that way you ingrain that thought process into the kids, and as they grow older, they ingrain it into their children, and that's the cycle, right? We break that cycle.
Yeah, I'm a people's person, so I figure I could tell my story to a lot of kids. I want to get them before they even hit high school, for real.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Because most conflicts start around, early middle school, or even a little bit earlier. All right, when is the city going to address the violence, homelessness, and addiction? That's from Brenda. Well, we're working on it, Brenda. That's why we're having these stories. That's why we're having these conversations right now. And I'm this big in this whole spectrum of all this stuff. I'm not even that big. Our network is this big, but if we can share more stories like this and to get the word out that we need to work more as a community, that's our goal, right? And that's what we're working to do.
Definitely.
So any final thoughts you want to share with the city?
Not really. I'm planning to stop the violence rally soon. I'll inform y'all more about that when I get a date situated. But
right now, though, this is so fresh for you. It's it's important that you just get healthy, right?
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be in the near future.
That's why I was surprised when you told me when it was. I was surprised to me that quickly.
Yeah, I'm trying to heal up as fast as possible.
So
I don't like being down like that.
No. I have been involved with the addiction community for 3 years in Akron. Mayor has never attended any events that I've been to. I love what you're doing. All right, Brenda, we'll pass that message along. Believe me, the folks from downtown do watch this show now, so they will be seeing that, I'm sure. That's all I got, Rome.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for being on today, and we'll follow your story, and we'll work to try and help you along as we get further along and as we continue to grow.
You guys pray for Marquise family too, please. Thank you.
What's his last name?
Perry.
Huh?
Marquise Perry.
Marquise Perry. He's passed away last month in this shooting. So look for a way to support that family and offer them up in prayer as well. All right, that's all I got. She wants us to be storming the streets. Well, let's not storm the streets. We don't want to add violence to get rid of violence. But that's all I got for now. What do I got going on this weekend? All right, so on Saturday, we're back at it with the Rubber City Reviews team. We're going to be talking about, of all things, the Joker movie, one of the most violent movies ever made and released in America. But we're going to be reviewing that with the team live from the Rialto Theater. So if you want to come to Rialto, that's open to the public at 4 p.m. The bar will be open, but you have to bring your own food. They don't sell food there. And then on Sunday, I'm meeting at a place called Well-Being down in the Valley, and they're more into they're a massage. They do massage there, but they're also into holistic type stuff and CBD oils and all that. So that's our weekend coverage. Go Bucks, go Browns. That's all I got. Don't know where I'm going, but there ain't no sense of being late. Everybody have a good night, and everybody join me in saying good night, Shirley.